So here we go. Now I don't know all the names of all the plants, but I love gardening. I know that I've got some hydrangeas there. I only planted those last year. They're my first hydrangeas. I've seen so many YouTube videos of people with hydrangeas and I just thought I want some hydrangeas. I'm very lucky where I garden. I'm in Essex. It's quite mild and it's been a very, very mild winter. This big space here I've just planted some dahlias. So I've put the tubers in. I've never had dahlias before and I'm excited to see what they look like. They are a mixture of different colours. I did have a salvia hot lips there. I didn't prune it the first year, and so the second year, although it flowered profusely, bees etc. loved it, it became so woody and a mess that I had to put it out, and I thought we'll try some dahlias. I got some little mushrooms there, wooden mushrooms I got from a craft fair, the Essex Barleyland show. This cat I love. I picked him up at a boot sale for a really bargain price, about £15. I've got some paint and I'm going to give him a spruce up this year. And the little snail I've had for ages as well. He's made of concrete. Here we go. We go round. I need to find out what this plant is because I don't actually know what to do with it. So I need to find out what to do. I'm not supposed to cut it back or what, I don't know. What else have we got? Now I don't know the names of all these. This is a lovely little water feature. I haven't got it on obviously. Grasses, I'm not so keen on these grasses, but my husband loves them. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those, might move them. And little bits and pieces. As I say, it's very dormant, but I'm actually quite lucky because I've got a lot of evergreens things. That's beautiful. A mahonia, I think that's called. And I actually raised the crown. I've got a terrible habit of raising the crown on things, as you might notice. I'll go back to this. Crown raised on that one. And I do tend to, so I don't know why. I like raising crowns and I like painting things different colours, and I need to paint these fences this year and I can't decide, shall I paint them a dark grey, a black? I've had the green for ages and I don't want green. Little euphorbias, lovely. I've planted a lot of bulbs. So this bush, berberis I think. It looks gorgeous when it's in flower. It's dormant now. It is beautiful reds. That's lovely. And then I've got this bush is a lilac, and it came from my mum and dad's garden probably about 5 years ago. Now it seems to be one of the biggest things in the garden. And this year, as you can see, or last year rather, I decided I needed some yellow colour things, because everything was just green. And I watched Laura from Garden Answer. She says the 4 colours that you need are red, blue, green and yellow. So I'm trying to follow that principle. And what I do basically is put things in. If they look happy, they stay. If they don't look happy, I put them somewhere else. And that's basically my gardening style. And this I did last year. I hope you like it. I love it. It was a redundant little area of the garden right next to our log cabin. No one sees it unless you actually walk around this bit. But I wanted one of those mirror gates that look as if they go somewhere secret, but actually it's just a mirror. And in order to make it a route to get there, I had in my mind I wanted a little pathway that reflected in the mirror so you could see, it looks as if you could go through basically. And then I've got some tubs. So here's our huge log cabin. That is Lucy. Lucy is 7. She's my little bichon frise. And if we pan round, that's Lottie, her sister. They're both 7. So this is my garden. I love gardening. I'm a little bit of a fair weather gardener because I only want to come out in the sunshine. But it is quite mild today, it's 11. That's my house. We've just got one other little section. That's my little tiny flower bed there. And then I've just got this little side bit. Basically leads to the garage door. So it's just a tiny little section. Most of my things, such as this big purple pot, I get from boot sales. Such a bargain price. Bargains. And then I find things like this cat, paint it. Oh, I just love doing things like that. And then I've got my water butts. This box is for the cushions for our garden furniture. My dragons, which came from Spain. No, they're not dragons, they're lizards. All little bits and pieces. So I am going to take you on a journey for this year in the garden. Anything I do, I will show you. I'm not an expert, but I love gardening and I love learning and I love being out here, and I just move things around constantly and spend too much money, but I love it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.